old. Had all them kids, got grandkids. Oh yeah, you know, around drinking some beer. So fuck all that, man.
And trust me, we lost many.
And that's what I'm trying to say. Man, I was thinking about Lynch the other day because I almost got smacked at a green light. Shout out to Lil Coach Lynch. We love you. Straight up. I was sitting at a red light. That bitch turned green. And I heard that nigga say, because it was funny out there, what happened to him, I always told niggas, like, I ain't never going to hit the gas or the green light until I look to the left, make sure somebody coming and running the light. Man, that nigga went through my mind that fast, where, like, as soon as the light turned green, I looked over to the nigga in the beam, he ran the light, and something told me, stop, don't go. Looked to the left, think about Lynch. And then they came, phew, ran right through the light on me. So you niggas deal with that shit. And then you'll probably rethink that shit, dog. That's just like, we like dogs that been in cages and you just been beating the shit out of us with sticks and not feeding us. You think when you open that cage, that motherfucker gonna come out and say, oh, yeah, put a leash on me. The motherfucker, yeah, okay. And that's why I said that. Even living in these projects and, bro, come on, man. Like, I'll never forget when Harold told me, like, when he was like 8 years old, he was living in Richmond projects. He watched a nigga get waxed outside his window in broad daylight. So don't come to me with that shit.
I mean, when I was at work, when I was younger, at Forestville Mall, motherfucking heard like 6 shots, come back out, nigga gone. Watch the light out his eyes, man. I used to have my little fucking GameStop. Came back out, it was waxed.
That's it.
Right there.
That's it. I mean, man, look, we all got stories, man. And it's like, I never forget, and I don't want to say no names and shit, but like, I never forget when 2 of my friends, they weren't mutually friends. They didn't even know each other, but I was friends of both of them. One of them was my friend I grew up playing football with around C Pleasant, and the other one was the one I grew up hanging around with, Capitol Heights. And I'll never forget, I was chilling at work one day. Somebody sent me a text and said, you ain't gonna believe this shit. And one of my friends murdered the other over some drama. One is sitting in prison for the rest is like the other one's in the casket. Again, another mental and emotional trauma moment where I'm like, damn, yo, I can't even go show him love because that's going to make me look sour on the other side. And then I can't feel no sympathy for him doing life because he murdered my friend. But I still love that nigga because he my homie too. That's trauma, bro. It's trauma. That's real life trauma. And then again, I got to see and pick sides. So I don't look crazy or nobody get mad at me.
That'd be the hardest thing because it's just like you trying to please 2 people.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
And we all been through that. When niggas beefing, like your friends beefing with each other.
Fuck?
And everything like that. And it's just like, damn, you got love for both niggas. And it's just like you can't, choose a side or you can't.
You gotta stay neutral.
You gotta stay neutral. And it's like a conflict of interest.
You gotta stay neutral.
You have to stay neutral. And it's just wild because it's just like, damn, y'all niggas can't work it out. And the first thing they say is no. No. We not gonna work it out. And I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. You know what I mean? You feel like this person disrespects you and that person feel like it comes like, this is men. You know what I mean?
Right, for sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, me and you both always been that type of person like to say, like, y'all niggas need to hash this shit is dumb.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta hash it out, bro. We supposed to be family, And niggas don't even believe in that shit no more.
Nah, man, it's a different time.
It's a different time, bro. Niggas can't sit at the table and talk it out.
Nah.
You see what I'm saying? So, it's all about, like, this nigga trying to get off me, and I feel like he played with me, so I gotta bust his ass. You see what I'm saying? Simple. Simple. So, but it's unfortunate that we like that because it's just like, how do we rise together? You know what I mean?
Oh man, I ain't thinking about none of that shit. Like that shit ain't gonna happen, bro.
That's what I'm saying. How?
I don't even subscribe to them concepts no more. Unifying and black this and all that shit. I always say point blank. Again, you can't fuck with nobody, a race of people that's been abused and shit. Point blank, because collectively that ain't a good idea for you to do. But as far as black people unifying, and I ain't that shit gonna happen, fam. We got an inner problem that we ain't gonna never be able to fix. And then it don't help with, like I said, you got these people who are in public housing, and they live in these small communities where only thing niggas can do is beef over territory because they ain't got nothing to work with. They gotta sell their drugs, and these guys on this block trying to take X amount, and all that. It comes down to that. So I feel like that's why it'll never change until people stop living in them communities, until them communities no longer exist, until black people take out some time and try to figure. It's too late. To be honest with you, with this old COVID shit, and it's much too late for all that. I think that shit is out the window. Period. I'm gonna be 100, and I go against any. I don't give a fuck who, where, Dr. Umar. I don't give a fuck who you is. Cornel West. We can debate about it, but I know it's over. That's out. It's over. This pandemic and what it's doing to the economy, black people are too far behind. And don't say nothing about repatriations, because y'all don't know nothing about how repatriation works or reparations. Other nations that did reparations, that shit caused inflation on the economy. Because guess what? The government got to print more money. And you know who the money goes to in reparations? The countries from which the places the people originated from that you captured them from. So the money go to Africa, not us. You're not getting no check in the mail. That's how reparations work. Go look at the European Union.
Damn. But you know what's so funny? As you said it though, half of us, like me and you, we're not pure African. We actually more.
That's the whole point.
Yeah,
that means, that's what I'm saying. You know what else that means? That means a person from Nigeria that come over here gonna get the check.
Yeah.
Not you. You're not African.
No, but I'm talking about, what about the Indian heritage in this? You know what I mean?
Oh, I mean, shit, man. They never. You gotta remember, man. They're never gonna recognize none of that, because that means they have to leave and give us our land back. It'll never be a discussion. That's why they don't want to talk about that. That's why they don't want you to know none of your native roots, because of that. You can't. Man, you go talk to your granny. You feel what I'm saying? That's always tell people, go talk to your granny. My mother. This is the sad part. I ain't gonna say sad, but this is how crazy it is. My mom didn't want to accept it until her own aunt had a conversation with her just recently and told her, no, we're Cherokee. We come from a tribe.
Yeah. Because
she got this new lady who come to her house to help her, like a little nurse, and she was like African. She was from like Nigeria. And she was like, yeah, and that lady think we the same. I told her, nah, I know what I am. She said that her family was partially Portugal and Cherokee Indian. Nah, I'm not African at all. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. That on my mother's side, I'll never forget when we went down to Georgia. When I was going down there shopping and shit, we went to this like all Cherokee like hotel. This what was it, Rosetta, whatever the fuck it was called. I looked at all the people that worked. I knew they was Cherokee Indians. The lady, we had masks on. The lady behind the counter was looking at my mom and called her aunt and thought my mom was an aunt. I was like, I'm sorry, I thought you was one of my relatives. I could have sworn you was her. And I knew then. They looked at us and thought we was from down there and was one of them.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? But Cherokee Nation is the South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, all those areas before all this shit came about. That was Cherokee Nation. Period. Saweetie, Cherokee. You feel what I'm saying? That
it's funny that you said that, because it's just like, you know what I mean? I remember he was telling me, he was like, when we was sitting up there talking, I was like, bro, I don't know what tribe I am, but I know I'm not Cherokee. And he was like, you came to me, he was like, dude, I know what the fuck you are. I know what the fuck.